Peace and love, people. Peace and love. I'm back once again. It's Will Williams, and this is my YouTube channel, Lifestyle Coaching 101. So today, I want to talk to you about clarity. Clarity is so important. And this is where I am in my life. As a life coach, I try to, as a life coach, I've been able to just develop so much self-awareness. And as I develop more self-awareness, I like to share, I discover new things and I make breakthroughs in my personal life. And as I continue to grow, I like to share that with you guys, what I've learned. And, lately I've been really zeroing in on clarity and how can I get more of that in my life, because I understand the value, the importance of just having clarity in your life, and so I was on the internet, I was online, and I was just searching for some inspiration on clarity, and I came across this post. It said, "Get clear on what matters by getting rid of everything that doesn't." And that post, that phrase there, it just, when it sunk in, it just gave me so much inspiration and motivation, and it gave me a lot of perspective, about what's important in my life, what matters, and I was able to really distinctively make the separation between what's important and what's not. Okay, and right there in the middle, that's where you have that clarity, and you're able to see clearly. But you have to be able to first make the separation between what matters and what doesn't. Okay, being on social media for 30, 45 minutes up to an hour, that doesn't matter. Okay, checking unnecessary emails, that doesn't matter. Being on the phone for 2 or 3 hours gossiping, that doesn't matter. Okay, sleeping on the couch, watching TV for 3 hours, that doesn't matter. That's not that important. Okay, eating healthy, okay, going to the gym, paying your bills, organizing your house, preparing for the next day, these things are important. Feeding my dog, feeding your children, those things are important. Okay, and so when you're, like I said, but you have to be able to make the separation. Okay, and one thing I've learned on my journey is that living intentionally, okay, living intentionally, it requires clarity. Okay, when you're clear about what you want, okay, when you know what it takes to be loving and experience happiness and be healthy, when you know what that is, you can actually experience that. You can have it in your life. But if you don't have a vision about, you can't see yourself being loving, healthy, and happy, then you won't ever be that person that's loving, healthy, and happy. And that's what I've learned. And when I'm able to see clearly what I want, it makes it that much more easier for me to achieve it. So I just want to share with you, like I said, just some things, some tips. The biggest issue I found, or the first issue I found with getting a grip on clarity or just becoming more clear in your life is just starting by getting more organized. Okay, organizing your day, organizing your room, organizing your house, decluttering. Okay, you have to create space, okay, for the things that you want to come in. And the things that you want to come in, like a better lifestyle, more money, better relationships. Those things can be very difficult to come in like you want them to when your house is cluttered, or when your space is cluttered. Your mind processes everything that it sees. Okay, and then you begin to attract those type of things or experiences into your life. Okay, when your mind can process a clear setting, a clear environment, you can think more clearly. You can have that fluidness that you need when your space is organized, when it's decluttered, and you don't have so many things crowding your space. you know. And another issue with, with clarity is distractions. You got too many options, you got too many things that you can do, okay? And what I've had to learn how to do, you know, in my own life is just limit myself to three things that are important: my fitness, my barbering career, okay, and my writing, you know, slash coaching. And these days in time, I do more coaching myself than others. Like I said, it's all about that self-mastery there, okay? But, you know, just getting rid of so many distractions and just getting light. You know, cutting off the TV, put the phone down. You know, I have to do those things in order to get clear about what I want to get from my day. Okay. Another issue with clarity is confusion. You know, you don't know what you want. You know, everything's foggy, everything's unclear. You know, and with confusion, you know, what I've done, what has worked for me in helping me to eliminate confusion is writing. Okay, putting, you know, I have a drawing board in my kitchen, you know, and I write down what I want. I sit down and I focus on what I want to do. I plan ahead. You know, you really have to write to get clear. Okay, there's something about jotting things down on paper. It makes it that much more clear, and you're able to comprehend your life and where you're at and what you want when you can write those things down. Okay, it helps you process, okay, what you want a lot better when you write things down. Okay, eat well, you know, getting rid of all the sugar, caffeine. You know, I know this is something that I've been working on in my life, because I tell you, I love my donuts, I love my cookies, you know, but eating that stuff, and I like to drink coffee, you know, but eating that stuff in excess, it really throws off your physiology, your inner workings. You know, it throws off your body, you know, your digestion, all that. It's something internally, you know, all that sugar in excess. So you have to, and one thing I've had to do, I've had to get rid of the excess and balancing it out, you know. You're not drinking too much coffee, not eating too much sugar, because it slows you down, it creates that fog, you know. But just taking care of your health first, and that will just make a huge difference in your perception and how you think and how you process things. You know, clarity is power. You know, but you know, one thing I've learned in my life is that these things, they take time to develop. You know, the process and change, and just learning how to be a better person is something that it's not a sprint. It's not a race. It's somewhat of a marathon. Okay, and it's a journey. Okay, and you really, in order to bring more clarity, really in your mind, you have to let it do it on its own. That's what you can't force it. Okay, you just have to get in the habit of being more aware of yourself, where you're at, you know, and really sit down and think about what you want and where you want to go, having that vision. But like I said, I wanted to share that with you today, because that's where I'm at, you know, in my journey. So some tips to leave you with about clarity is: get organized, limit distractions, focus on one thing at a time. Okay, get light, write to get clear, focus on what matters. Like I said, I'm gonna share this message with you again. I saw on the internet, and I want to share, you know, get rid of and get clear on what matters by getting rid of the things that don't. I'm gonna say that one more time, because I didn't sound clear that time. But the message clearly, and I want to share this again: get clear on what matters by getting rid of what doesn't. With that being said, peace and love, peace and love. Until next time.